Hey guys, it's your Midwest girl. Welcome back to the channel. I'm eating McDonald's. Hi, thank you. So, you guys can sit while I eat to go find a place to park. Gosh, so many people out. I know my glasses are crazy, but I love them. They are Desi's. And they are the Harper's, and she doesn't make them anymore. And I wish she did. I wish she did, because they are fabulous. The Gradient, oh, sunglasses are one of my weaknesses too. But the Gradient is so good. It is incredible. Okay, it is stinking hot. Oh, this guy's broke down. Guys, there is nothing stinking worse than being broke down, especially when it's like hot outside. It's not super hot today, but it's toasty. Well, I guess we'll start with the bad news. Dang, take up so much of the driveway. Okay, the bad news is, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to shoot with my parents until next week. They had a trip they're going on, and it's just, you guys know how it is before a trip. It's crazy, it's chaotic, you're trying to get everything done, you're trying to like make sure the house is done the way you want and all the laundry is done, and my dad kept getting work calls. So basically we just postponed it. So I'm sorry about that. That's the bad news. Is this not so American? Just sitting, eating in your car. I know what you're all gonna say. Aren't you on 75 hard? I am. Thank you very much. I haven't had anything to eat today. And I'm doing a calorie deficit diet. So just have a little bit of rice for me. Okay? Okay. I love a McChicken. You guys love a McChicken? I just feel like an unpopular opinion. But oh crap, you guys keep falling. Go right back up. I might have to find a different like suction cup or something, because it's not sticking. Okay, unpopular opinion. I like a dry nugget. I know. I feel like a lot of people would be like, that's... They didn't give me any napkins. That is not like McDonald's. I always have napkins now. I feel like, should I tell this story? The story is, my sister and I, we were like teenagers. Because I had my 1998 Honda Accord. Y'all, if I did not think I was the coolest thing rolling around in my 1998 Honda Accord. Mind you, it was 2011 at the time. I did not care, baby. I had wheels. I was so excited, you guys. It was the best. And my friend Monica would burn us CDs and make these amazing mixes. And she would like DJ, and what a scrumptious time to be alive. Anyways, so Claire and I are riding, I don't know, we're driving down the highway somewhere, and she starts getting a bloody nose. She used to get bloody noses pretty consistently, and she starts to get one. And she's like, I need napkins, I need something, like, because it just starts flowing. And I'm like, okay. And she looks in my glove compartment, and she's like, you don't have any napkins or tissue or anything, which is annoying, I will say. Like, you need to have I have a towel, I have napkins. Again, I live in my car basically for work. I keep saying I live in my car. I do not actually live in my car. I have my own home. I have my own apartment. Okay, you guys? So, and I don't want to hear it. Why are you not a homeowner? I have no business owning a home. Even if I did have that kind of money, I wouldn't own one right now by myself. I would be a mess, and my dad would basically have to work on 2 homes. And that's just mean to him. He didn't need anything else to do. He deserves to be free. Okay. And she was really upset with me. And she was plugging her nose because she's like, you're not a real adult. Like, I'm 16 at the time or whatever. And so she's like, I can't believe you do not have napkins in your car. And she's plugging her nose and she goes, you are so immature. Which is kind of annoying. Like, you need to have a napkin, you need to have a towel, you need to have something in your freaking car. I feel like that's a guy thing. Guys probably don't have that. I didn't. I think I usually did, but I either used them all or something like that. If you guys see me distracted, I am in a parking lot, so I'm just trying to be aware of my surroundings. I'm not gonna lie. Today this is extra good. Extra good. I can only imagine what it would be like when you are, this is so random, my random thoughts, stream of consciousness here. When you are in like prison and you can't get regular food. How sad that must feel. But also, if I was in prison, unless I was falsely accused of something, my conscience would be on fire and I would not be able to eat because I'd be feeling so guilty for whatever the heck I did in there to get in there. I meant to ask for an extra sweet and sour. How unpopular opinion is that? Sweet and sour is my favorite sauce from McDonald's. Their sweet and sour is so good. I get their McChicken. Oh, I dropped a piece of lettuce. It's okay, it's right here. I get their McChicken. I get it with no mayonnaise. And then I dip it in the sweet and sour. And I dip my nuggets in the sweet and sour, or I eat them dry. I will sometimes want a ketchup, but I didn't get any today. Also, let me hear your opinion on this. Down below, my sister, she believes that that ketchup is a condiment for children. She's like, no adult should be eating anything with ketchup. And she feels very strongly about this, and I think it's so funny because it just annoys her. So good. What a great day. Today is Friday, and thank goodness. What are your all's favorite summer activities to do? Mine is hands down go to the lake. I love going to the lake. The lake is my soul. If you're a lake goer, you know. And it sounds terrible if you say it out loud. When you say, like, okay, here's what we do. We go and we get in this body of water and we float around. Usually we drink. I'm not going to be drinking this summer, clearly. And we hang out and chat. And then we'll get on some jet skis or a boat. And you get pulled on tubes if you want a tube, or to water ski. And the water's kind of dirty, so don't wear a favorite suit. You look grungy the entire time. Don't even bother with makeup unless you're just using a sunscreen to protect your face. And we do that all day, and you think, you just float there in dirty water all day. And I'm like, yep. And you think it's fun. And we're like, yep. And it is so much fun. It doesn't sound fun, but it's the time of your life. It really is. Like, I wanted to film before, and I was like, you can't. I'm like, you're gonna get grumpy, kind of hangry. Mind you, I'm eating lunch and it's 4 o'clock because I don't want people coming at me. Well, doesn't your GLP-1 help? Yeah, it does, but you're still a human being. You get hungry. You're just human, you know? Still human. Guys, my crazy self was like, should I go to Texas this weekend? I love going to Texas. All my girls down there. Shout out to Caitlin. Shout out to Rosie. Shout out to Ellie. Even though I don't usually get to see you, Ellie. But oh my gosh, you guys, I want to do a Q&A with Rosie so bad. So you guys can hear more about Alaska. And like, I can post pictures and everything. She'll give me permission. We had the best time. Also, we were broke. So there's a price you pay for everything, and I don't just mean a monetary price. There's a price you pay for everything. I want to know, other people who have sisters, do you guys get in like massive fights sometimes, and then you want to like not talk to your sister, but you have something to tell her, so you have to like message her or call her like a couple days later and you're like, hey, I know we're fighting, but, and then you fill her in on whatever. And my sister and I are very close in age. Although I didn't know that growing up. She always acted, I didn't know. I mean, I just knew she was older than me, so I felt like she was like a lot older than me. She was only 2.5 years older than me. And I'd be like, Claire'd be like, you're too young. You can't do that. And I'd be like, oh, really? Dang it. And it would be something like watching a certain show or something. So funny. But I would have done the same thing if I was older. You're too young. And that's for the older kids. Which, 8 to 10 is a difference. That's a big difference. And I really understand the differences between the ages too, because again, I taught elementary school. So you just notice like the difference even between like a second and a third grader when you teach elementary school. You just do. And there's a difference. Oh my gosh. And this is, better. Guys, this is so good today. Actually, I haven't eaten fast food in a little bit because, except for Chick-fil-A. Shout out to Chick-fil-A. I have not been eating fast food as much because every time I've been eating it, it hasn't tasted good. And I'm like, I could make better food than this at home. So I just would cook salmon at home or something like that. But today this is hitting the spot. It's also probably because it's 4 stinking o'clock and I'm eating for the first time. So it just got busier today than I thought it would. But it's okay. What was I gonna say? What I've been thinking about lately is how sometimes I start one task and I'm like, oh, I need to do this, and I almost stop that one task to do the other task. For example, I was like, oh, I wanna wave my hair for this video real quick, and I'm in the bathroom waving my hair and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to clean my toilet. And then I get distracted and start cleaning my toilet. I'm like, well, then you might as well wipe down the counter. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why can I not just focus on one task at a time? And no, I know what you guys are gonna try to say. Do you have ADHD or something like that? I don't. I just feel like it's a, what's it called? Kind of a snowball situation where it just gets going and going. And now my philosophy is Not perfection, better. Just make it better. So if I want to dust something, or I want to do my sheets or something like that, I have just had to learn to go, is it perfect? No. But is it better? Yes. And take that for what it is. Because otherwise, I don't know about you guys, I struggle with starting a task. I want to make sure this is like focused. I struggle with starting a task sometimes unless I'm going to do it perfectly. And that is just not realistic for me, at least. I know for me, it's like I have to do this quickly, or I need to do this in a certain amount of time, or I have other things that should be prioritized over this. Like, for example, I vacuumed out my car today, and I remember being like at the car wash. I go through the car wash, I vacuum out my car, and I'm just like, oh, I should wipe down the dashboard, and oh, I should like wipe down. You know where is a common place to miss in your car is when you open your door and your car along that lining where it seals, where your door seals. It gets really dirty actually if you look there. And I just have to keep asking myself, is it perfect? No. But is it better? Yes. Then that's the goal. And that's what I just have to think about everything, honestly. I really do. I have to think about, even if it's not perfect, it's better and we're making progress. And I always think, are you heading in the right direction? Are you facing the right direction? And if the answer is yes, that's positive. Are you headed in the right direction? Like you're making physical movements. And I do this all the time with myself. I will start a workout. Like this morning I go, and sometimes I'll lift a little bit in the morning, but then I'll do my walk, and I do it like on an incline and pretty quickly too. And then I'm like, should I run sprints? Should I also do this? Should I do the last 5 minutes? Like, and I just add and add and add. And it's because you can narrow it down to like a personality type or whatever you want to call it. But it just seems to be like I always want to do more. I have a very performative personality. Of the Enneagram, I'm a performer first and then a helper. And I gotta put these on. My eyes are dying. Okay. And I just always am thinking, how can I do this better? How can I do more? Should I do one more thing? Should I do one more load of laundry before bed? Should I do this or add that? And like barbaric stuff. And I know why I'm like this about commitment. It's because I feel like a lot of people in life say they're going to do something and then they don't do it. And I just think that has annoyed me since I was a teenager. Are you guys like that? And no, I'm not trying to offend anybody if you are like that. I just don't like that. I always think, how can I be better? How can I be more disciplined? What can I do to get to my goals faster? And sometimes I'm like, you just need to sit down. You need to calm the French toast down and sit down and stop. And even this last week, when I got home from Singapore, guess what my commitment was to myself? Oh, you know what we should do? We should do 75 hard as like a reset. I just have not been enjoying drinking lately, which I could make a video over that. There's so many videos I could do. I have not been enjoying drinking lately, and I usually enjoy it socially. I love a good margarita on the rocks, and other than that, I love anything with vodka. And I just have not been vibing with it. So I thought this is the perfect time to do a 75 hard. The fact that I haven't just been enjoying that. And I committed that the day after I got back from Singapore, I'll start 75 hard. The things I want to say to my past self, Miss Ma'am, you couldn't have given us 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. You couldn't have attempted to think, you know what? Might be a little jet lagged. Might be a little off. I did come home on a Friday, but it was like midnight. So I had Saturday and Sunday to recover sleep-wise. But I wanted to start Saturday. And on Saturday, I'm doing my first workout. And I'm thinking, you are so dumb. You cannot just calm down for 5 seconds to let your body recover, okay? And you just have to make, and then if I commit to something, I'm doing it. And I just have to say to myself, like, again, not perfect, better. Not perfect, better, because I'll run myself ragged. And that is a personality benefit, and it's a personality flaw. And man, oh man, do I pay for that sometimes. I tell my cousin sometimes, like, what I've committed to myself and then sticking with it. And she's kind of like, she understands too, because she's rigid as well. And she'll just be like, so nice to me when she responds. And I know she's probably not that nice to herself. But I'm like, you know what? I think she's got a point. I'm telling you what, guys, it's just a thing. It really is. So I'm working on it, and when you are always wanting to improve, always brainstorming, and same thing with even starting this channel. I was telling my sister the other day, I was like, actually today, not the other day, I was wanting to start this channel, and I just kept kind of putting it off because I knew it was gonna look not very profesh. And I finally had to just go, you have to start. You have to film something. You have to put up. I have in this entire note section in my phone, and I just keep ideas. I keep video ideas, different topics I want to talk about, things I would like to discuss, thoughts, opinions, all these things. You have this notes app in your phone that you've organized, and it looks good. You have to do it though. Like, you have to actually make the videos. And I was like, dang it. So it's just about working on being better and giving yourself a little bit of grace. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this up for now. My eyes are bugging me. They're just dry. They're dry. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I guess by the time you're seeing this, you will have had your weekend, or it'll be on Sunday. So I hope you've had a great weekend so far. Enjoy the weather wherever you are if you can. If you have time to be outside, go outside. That's always my rule. If you're having a really bad mental health day, or you're just not doing good, my rule is for myself, or what I like to do, that rule sounds like I have to do this, but what I like to do is either go take a shower or go outside for 20 minutes, and you will automatically feel better. And I don't mean go outside and be on your phone. I don't mean get in the shower and listen to a podcast. I mean put all technology down and do one of those two things, and you will start feeling so much better. So until next time, love from your Midwest girl always. I will talk to you guys soon. I'm sorry about the delayed video. We'll go from there.